What's going on, guys? This is Stever, and these are the Game Hunter Chronicles. I went to the Super Cincy Expo here in Cincinnati, Ohio, that is marketed as a video game convention. Let's get into it and let's talk about it. Well, I was going to record a walk around of the convention, but it was full of a bunch of non-gaming stuff. It's marketed as a video game convention, but it is definitely a pop culture convention that I honestly don't really care about. The ticket, I bought it day of. The tickets are $25 and I spent 10 minutes in there. I went and looked at all the booths, some of the normal uh video game booths that are, in the Cincinnati area. We had Austin, the homie from Games for Less, and then we had a couple other like frequent vendors that I see at conventions around here in Ohio. But there was only 6 video game vendors, and which I was talking to Austin, he didn't really bring any. He brought some heat, but he was like, "Man, this is more of a advertisement for the store and whatnot." I was like, "Oh well, I mean that makes sense." But yeah, I'm hoping I'm gonna have to see a ton of Super Cincy Expo like Instagram and stuff like that before I even think about going next year. Because after this year, I think I'm done going to this convention. But this isn't a video to bash the convention by any means. There are some like good bones for this convention. Like they had a bunch of gaming tournaments and stuff, but the vendor floor definitely needed to be revamped. Like need to get rid of all of the tchotchkes and knickknacks and 3D printed stuff. Like there was a ton of 3D printed stuff. There was some decent like cool cups and stuff like that, but I would love to seen more video game vendors. And another thing, like I would like them to have like a better presence of like advertising on like social media and whatnot. Like I see every now and again ads that it's nothing like Torg. It's nothing like Midwest Gaming Classic. Hell, it's nothing like CorgsCon, which I'm gonna be at CorgsCon this year. I think I'm gonna drive up for the day and just hang out for a little bit and then drive back. Um, like I think they need to work on their advertising, and they also need to look at what the community wants and then take that into consideration. Like Torg, they are 110% community driven. Like they have some great ideas. They have an absolute metric ton of vendors. Same way, well, Midwest Gaming Classics, just it's overwhelming. Like for a 1 day show, it's so overwhelming. But it definitely felt like this was more for like video game tournaments, which is cool. But like, I'm not a competitive player. You know what I mean? And I'm all about like the retro games and looking for retro games. And like I'm trying to find like more Switch games, more PS5 games and stuff like that. And it's like no one like I mean the vendors there they had some quality stuff, but it's like I would like to have a bigger selection because it like all of the games are relatively common games. Like they need to because the Sharonville Convention Center is big enough to host a pretty big convention. Like, I just wish that they would take the time to get to, take the time to take in consideration like critiques and view like community suggestions like Torque does because Torque has a Facebook group and they're always looking for different suggestions and whatnot. This convention definitely seems more like a money grab. Like I said, I'm not trying to knock the convention. I'm just kind of going off of the conventions that I've been to Yeah, I've been to like two of the biggest conventions in the Midwest region. But this one, I would have rather went to the flea markets and game hunt than go to this convention. And which sucks because all the vendors, they're not advertising this as like they're advertising it as a game convention, but all of the community that it's went before kind of knows that it's mainly just a tournament, like a video game tournament or whatever. So all of the vendors were just kind of like people were looking at their stuff, but like there really wasn't nobody buying, and which I felt bad. But it's like, man, I tried to find something that was unique that I absolutely had to have, and I just couldn't. Which that's also the economy and everything else. But sorry, I was rambling about this convention. I'm just very disappointed. It's such a close convention to my house, so I had to check it out. I wish somebody would do a proper convention in Cincinnati. I know I've been kind of looking into it, but I have no idea how to run a convention. So I'm just kind of shooting from the hip a little bit, you know, but I'm not announcing anything or nothing like that. I'm just saying I'm looking into it. And with that being said, guys, that's enough rambling from me today. I'm gonna hurry up, get this video edited, and and drop it up on YouTube tomorrow. So please be sure to check it out. With that being said, guys, this has been Stever. These are my game hunting chronicles. I'll catch you guys on the next video. See ya.